Morning folks, welcome back to UK Here We Grow. I'm over on the allotment again today, and I thought it's beautiful weather, so I'll give you a quick tour. Quickly, I do want to say though, welcome to all the new subscribers for the YouTube channel. Amazing, in March I think we've taken nearly 800 new subscribers, so welcome to you all, and I hope you enjoy the channel. Don't forget to have a look at the back catalogue of videos that we've done in the past. So yeah, great. Right, okay, I'm going to spin the camera around and take you for a little tour. Right, so I've got my onion bed here. These are all overwinter onions that I've planted up. I've got to weed that in down there. For some reason it's going crazy with grass weed. I've got my big elephant garlic, which is doing really well. Really chuffed with that. Over there, and there's also some shallots in this row here. And I've got some other garlic over the back there, and then I've got broad beans over the back there. And again, they were winter ones as well that I put in around about November time, I think it was. So let's go around this way. I put some little collies in earlier on, about a week ago, planted those out, although I didn't have time to net them, and the birds have had a little go at some of them, but they'll be fine. They'll come back. Got a few more broad beans down here. These ones I planted early spring, so obviously they're quite a bit smaller, but that means that I'm going to get a nice sort of successional crop. I've got 2 rows of beetroot all the way down. There's room for another row just in there, but I should plant that a little while later on. Right, never seen that one before. Big old white cat, it's huge. What we got here? Red currants. Again, they're all just starting to come. And you can see those. Beautiful. I've got my 2 black currants. And the black currants obviously come a little bit later. And then down in here, gooseberries, and there's the flowers with the gooseberries to form on. Hopefully I'm going to have a nice crop of those this year. My strawberry bed's doing well, so no weeds in there, which is good. And I've got my blackberry, that's doing nice as well. I'll come around here. I did see the other day, I don't know where it is, I probably won't be able to find it now, but I did have my first bean on these broad beans. It's only a tiny one, but it was, nevertheless, it's a bean. So they're just starting to go, when they go black like that, that's where the beans will start appearing from. Quite normal. The rhubarb's doing well this year now. Now this one, well there's 3 actually, there's one there that a friend gave me. And another one, that one's a champagne variety, and then I've got this one. These 2 on the outside were originally one plant, and I basically found this underneath an old compost heap. So God knows how many years it had been under there, but obviously it hadn't had much light, so I've not cropped anything off of that. Didn't do anything last year. I might take a little bit this year. There's the fig, doing well. We've still got some beautiful tulips, although the slugs did have their day with them and destroyed most of them, unfortunately. So there's my little dwarf pear tree. Beautiful, loads of new growth coming on that. There's my carrot planter in here. Now unfortunately I had this glass on the top and it cooked a lot of them. So as you can see, it's very thin on the ground. So I am going to re-sow in the areas where there's no germination. The Nantes seem to do better out of the 2. I've got a giant variety up this end. I've got 1 or 2 in the front. Nantes 2. And then down here was Sweet Candle, but as you can see, there's not many there at all. So I'll be redoing that. Right, what we've got up here. Oh yeah, Oh, I've never grown this before either, but let's have a look, see if I can get you in on that. Russian red boar coal. No idea what that's going to turn out like, but it looks pretty good, and they seem to be enjoying it in here. I've just netted it all off so you can see, and there's some other bits and pieces up the end. Gladioli, they're just starting to come up. Under there, I think these were early cabbages. Let's have a look. Yep, and I'm going to need to get in there with the hoe very shortly and get some weeding done, but they're doing all right. I'm quite pleased with them. Let's go and have a look in the little polytunnel. So in there is loads going on, all sorts of stuff. These are beefsteak tomatoes. I was pretty disappointed with the seed actually. They didn't look very good at all, so a lot of these I'm just going to get rid of. That one's staying, that one's staying, and that one's staying. The rest are going. This is my second sowing of the sweet corn that I did in the previous video. They've come up lovely, so chuff with them. Ochre over the back. I've got some more in the big polytunnel of that actually. These are my sun golds. I planted these, or sowed these very late, so that's why they're a lot smaller. I've got some rhubarb chard. These are the squashes. I've got to pop these out and get them potted on very soon, probably today actually. That's the black variety of sweet corn. I didn't get total germination on those, but I shall select the strongest ones and discard the rest. Enorma runner beans just starting to pop their heads up now, doing all right. What's the other one? Painted Lady. There's my other runners on there as well. I'm going to probably do just a few more. I'll probably just put a seed in next to these, and that'll extend my season a little bit. I've got some onions here that I grew from seed, red onions. They need to be planted out very soon. They look absolutely beautiful. I've got some giant leeks over here. What have we got in there? Oh, some herbs. I've got sweet basil and Thai basil. Safflower. Never grown that before. It was a free packet of seeds and only one germinated, so we'll see what happens with that. A little teddy bear sunflower over the back. Got some cosmos. I'm trying to do a few more flowers this year because I'm not really into my flowers, and I do like them, but I know nothing about them, so you know, get stuck in and try them. These are my 4 courgettes. I'll only use 2 of those, and 2 of them I'll be giving away. I've got some nice Tom Thumb lettuces over the back there, and little gem ones as well. They don't seem to be doing as well as them, but there you go. What have we got down here? Butternut squash, and this is the samphire, and they did say germination will be erratic. Well, unless that's one, and it looks more like grass to me, very disappointed with that. But I've got a few more seeds that I've kept back, so I'm going to put some more in there and see what happens. And if it doesn't, I shall be writing back to the seed supplier and giving them some feedback. Now, you know, in the previous video I did a little bit of butchering on the chili plants. Well, there you go. You can see all the new little buds, and there's loads, I don't know if you can see in there, little tiny flower heads just starting to pop. So yeah, quite pleased with that. 1 or 2 of them have been frost damaged, but I'm not worried about that. I've got hundreds more at home. So this is all my main tomatoes in there that are going to be. Let's try and. I've got this new toy on the camera, and it's a gimbal, but it's taking some getting used to. Oh, hello! Look at that. Cheeky. That can go. There you go. These are the sweet corn that I've had growing at home. I brought them over now to harden off. They need a little bit of water, and they definitely need a little bit of a feed. So these are the ones that are going to be going into a bed over the back, and these are the ones for the 3 sisters. These ones here, I'm keeping them completely separate. They are heirloom varieties from the Real Seed Company, and I can save the seed from those, whereas these ones are F1. So, you know, they are purely for eating only, and you won't be able to save the seed at all. What have we got in there? Oh yeah, cucamelon. Now I sowed these and I didn't think anything was going to happen with them. Tiny little seeds, but they have popped up. So I've never grown it before. I'm definitely going to have a go with that. I've got various different cucumbers in there as well. I've got another couple of little sunflowers hiding around the back here as well, but they're really for my daughter's little garden, and when she comes over next we'll be having a look at that and getting her to plant something up. Right, let's go for a wander. Okay. This is actually my friend's plot, which is just here, and we had all this garlic that we planted at the start of last season. And I don't know quite what happened, but it all just got completely disappeared. So we thought, oh well, it's dead, it's not going to do anything. But as you can see, over the winter it's all reappeared. So I've got no idea what the bulbs are going to be looking like down the bottom, but we're going to have plenty of it, that's for sure. This bed I'm going to work on today. This is obviously where all the sweet corn are going to go, but I'll come back to that in a bit. In here we got more garlic. Well, that's weird. That is bizarre. I don't know quite what's happened to that one. Seems to be all sort of going off into individual bits. I suppose that's the bulb splitting. I don't know. Got a few onions in there. And then we come into Potato City. Well, start with the carrots. So we've got some buckets with carrots in. They're doing really well in here. They can go out soon actually. No real reason for them to be in here. Lavateria. If you're not really growing flowers much, buy yourself a packet of these. This Lavateria, absolutely amazing. It'll produce sort of like a good, I don't know, it'll be about 3/4 of a metre high bush of the biggest pink flowers you've ever seen. Absolutely beautiful, and the bees like it as well. Over there, Ruby Beauty, that's come on great guns. This is the plant that I bought that pretty much died on me, but I persevered with it and she's doing all right. So I'm hoping, this is a bush raspberry, so hoping that it's going to do really well this year. And then all the spuds, as you can see, they're doing all right. I'll put some more ochre in here. These are a flower that I can't even remember. Look at that, didn't label it. My mum will know anyway because they're for her. So I'm not sure what they are. And then what we got up here, pea beans. They're starting to really go nice. They're looking absolutely lovely and healthy. So they're doing well. They can go out soon. These are the ones that are going to go each side of the sweet corn. There's another load over there. These are my aubergine, and I'm well pleased with these. Can't remember the variety though. Oh, Moneymaker. But they have done exceptionally well. I sowed those in January and had them under lights at home. And as you can see just in there, look, flowers are forming. But these need to go get in the ground, and I can't do anything in here until I've got rid of all of this lot. These are going to go out today. So I've made a decision. I've checked the long range forecast. I've got one over the back there that suffered a bit of frost. But apart from that, I'm happy. These can go out. So hopefully that'll do me proud. All sorts of varieties in there. Very, very pleased with them. Right, let's continue. Got another little fig there, brown turkey, I think the variety of that one. This is one that I actually bought about 3 years ago. I've got some dock leaf, and it's actually in the original plant. Ignore the potatoes, I just threw them there the other day. So I've had to spray them with a bit of a weed killer. I'm hoping to get rid of it because I've never been able to get it away from the actual original root ball. But hopefully I can get shot of that. Raspberries, just starting to come up now, looking good. So here we go, in the raspberry beds. Pleased with them. I've got a purple podded pea in here. Again, I've done those quite early. I think they were probably end of January, February, something like that. I've just left them in the polytunnel until they're about 6 inches tall in the guttering, because that's how I grow them. And yeah, they've done really well. So liking them. Got a little lettuce here that's popped up from last year. So I might take that today and have that for my tea. This is where I just did all my lettuce. I haven't weeded it yet. I've got to get in here and sort it out. The pink passion chard, which I left over winter, that's coming back. And I'm not really going to be bothering too much with this. I've sort of decided I don't really like chard. I think it's quite muddy in its taste. You know, it's quite an earthy sort of thing, but the chickens love it, so I will continue to grow it for the girls. Got some more broad beans here. So again, these ones I sowed directly into the soil, and they didn't do anything for weeks, and I mean weeks, and then all of a sudden, bang, they all came up. So I was chuffed with that. Loads more garlic, so we're going to have a little walk through here. This is obviously where all the potatoes are going to go, all along here. That's the bed that I covered with all this nice mulch. There's a little rhubarb there as well. That's doing all right. And we've got damsons over the back. They're beautiful. Some ants on there as well. But these are really thickening up now. They've in fact, I haven't really taken a close look at these for a while, but they've almost doubled in thickness, just over from last season. So yeah, they're doing all right. A few more peas down in here. So these ones were like my first sowing, and I let them go to about 4 or 5 inches planted about. And then as soon as I planted them out, I sowed more in the same guttering, and then planted them a couple of weeks ago. So they're in there. So hopefully I can extend that sort of season. So yeah, all in all, it's growing well. Not really had many disappointments yet. My little sage in the background's looking a bit sad. I'm going to give that a hard prune, because I do like sage. I like it just really sort of flash fried. It goes like sage crisps, really nice. So anyway, let's see if I can turn this camera around. So there you go, folks. That's about it. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and come over in the Facebook group and say hello. All right, see you soon. Bye now.